Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to do another little test run and make sure everything's still working okay. Everything's been working really well lately, so the last few videos have turned out well, so I'm thinking that maybe by the weekend we're going to be going live. So anyway, I've got the cargo already loaded in the truck, so let's get everything ready to go, and let's get this load on the go.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
So I hope everybody's having a good day today. Again, another very hot one here in the lovely town of Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
The old studio is like a sauna again today. This one's going to be a little tight. Just try not to take out too many signs. Yeah, the long stretch truck is really cool, but not so great in the
Go straight.
In the cities. Yeah, I think this morning it was at 8 o'clock this morning, it was already up to 87 degrees.
Go
so
straight.
Right now it's sitting just over 90 in the studio, so. Whew. I left the window open just to try to let a little bit of breeze in, a little natural sunlight. The old shoulder was pretty sore this morning, so it took a little while just to get it to move. I got some meds in me now, and I figured I got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm probably good enough I could try a run now, so. Sleeping terrible. I sleep in about 2-hour intervals. another new update, so that was nice.
Go straight.
I probably could have ran it, but yeah, right now I'm waiting for a Amazon delivery, so hopefully if everything shows up, we'll have a little steering wheel upgrade maybe. The new meds are starting to level out a little bit. Still feel really kind of shaky and strange on them, but not as bad as the first couple days. Just your balance and equilibrium's a little out. You just kind of hocus focus. I don't know what's gotten into the weather here, but the last couple of weeks has just been brutal. Like, we went from being rather cold and like wondering when the warm weather was going to come, and there was absolutely no transition. It just went from cold to brutally hot. And with Kingston being right on Lake Ontario, we have an awful lot of humidity. So when it gets hot like this, you don't even have to move and you're just soaking wet with sweat. Or as I would refer to, if I think I sweat.
Go straight.
But the last couple of videos have turned out really well, so the system seems to be holding out now. I think I've got most of the gremlins at bay, touch wood. But this morning I had a little issue. My main monitor didn't want to come on, so I had to basically unplug it and reboot it and get it to go again. That wasn't too bad. Everything else seems to be in order. leave that guy a little short, but cruise control. So like I was saying, I'm waiting for an Amazon order to show up. I'm going to do a steering wheel upgrade. Get a little bigger wheel on this thing. I've seen golf carts with bigger wheels, but it works really well. So if you guys have been enjoying the content, leave a comment. I'd really like to hear from you guys. Let me know if I'm on the right track. I'm getting some kind of weird color glitch. Never had that before. Now you notice I'm still not moving the right arm very much. Hopefully in a couple weeks when I see the surgeon, he's going to give me good news that he's going to fix it sooner than later. This has been an 18-month ordeal. At least that train, you could see it and you could hear it. Not like the elusive invisible train that ran me over twice.
Go straight.
So this runs just a little bit longer than what I have been doing the last few. Just slowly trying to progressively build them up a little bit. Make sure the system holds stable and I'd like to have it so that when I start going live on a stream, I can put it for a fairly long distance runs and get it to stretch out an hour or more. I'd like to get it that I can maybe on the weekends or something do an all afternoon or an all evening stream, go for a couple hours.
Go straight.
Right now I'm kind of at the discretion of how my arm feels. Thank you, green sir. I love that color green. I raced motorcycles for about 9 years. I rode Suzuki's for 2 years, and then I rode Kawasaki's for about 7. And most of my street bikes for the longest time were Suzuki's and Kawis. I never seemed to have too much luck with Yamahas because they would blow up or they would end up crashing them. But I had good luck on Kawis and Suzuki's for the most part. And about 8 years ago, I switched over to what they call the dark side. I went and bought a Harley. My wife had kind of been bugging me for about 10 years, like, why don't you buy something that's got a little bit bigger seat so I'm not sitting on a tiny little triangle? And for years I was one of those guys that said, nah, you'll probably never see me on a Harley. So my wife had seen a pair of Harley boots that she really liked. So one day we were in Toronto and we thought, oh, well, might as well stop by the Harley dealership and see if they have the boots you like. So, in for the boots. They had them. We bought the boots. And they were probably the most expensive boots I've ever bought. Because by the time I left, I was about $44,000 later. So, the boots came with a bike. I don't know if you've seen any of my other pages, but in my other pages, it's got a few pictures and videos of my, I've got a 2017 Harley Davidson Breakout. So it's kind of a boulevard cruiser. not so great on the highway. Like you can stay in the, I can stay in the saddle for a couple hours, 2-3 hours, but if anybody who's on the back, they generally make it about 45 minutes to an hour. Then they have the numb butt syndrome. But since I've blown out my shoulder, I haven't been able to ride my motorcycle in 2 seasons. It's been sitting in the trailer. And it really sucks. This was kind of one of the outlets for me to take up my time, because normally I'd be out riding and enjoying my bike. But seeing I can't really do that.
Go straight.
As well as I own and operate a recording studio, and it's kind of hard to play music. My main instrument is drums and percussion, and right now I'm unable to play drums at all. And the guitar playing, I can play guitar, bass, keyboards. I can still write music, but I'm kind of limited on what I can do. Before I recently just heard it, I was doing a lot better. And I could play guitar and bass and stuff, and it didn't bother me too much. But since I blew it out a couple of weeks ago, it's been rather not fun. Oh, lovely. I hope this isn't one of the ones where you actually have to exit the game to get it to move, or you'll sit here for hours. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to get backed up for a bit. Unfortunately, everybody, I think this might be one of those. I'll give it a few more minutes and see if traffic opens enough that maybe we can get around it, but it's not looking too promising. It's times like these that sometimes you come up on an accident and it'll take forever to clear. Usually you actually have to exit the game, start the game again, come back in, and then it'll start you off at this position. Just what you don't want in the middle of a recording. that guy on my left would move, if he goes and it leaves an opening, I'll try to drive around the guy just to keep it going. Well, everybody, I'm not going to put you through this. I hope you all have a great day. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Until the next time, take care. Remember, check out the social media. Have a great day, everyone.